Hi, I'm Jen. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you are returning. I do appreciate all the support and I hope this message finds you doing well. We are going to do a general collective reading. Before I get started, I want to say check out the box below the video. You can find links to connect with me on Facebook on my artist page. You can also purchase the Oracle decks I've designed. This is the FeralSpirit Oracle deck and this is the FeralSpirit Soul Care deck. And like I said, those links are in the box below the video. As well, there are disclaimers. So this is going to be a general reading. Keep that in mind while you're listening. Use your discernment. If it makes sense for you, cool. If it doesn't, don't worry about it. Keep also in mind, timing is not linear. It's wibbly wobbly, okay? So could be past, present, future. I do my best as a reader to pinpoint times down as I see them and as I feel them, but nothing set in stone. So use your discernment always. Okay? Today is March 18th, 2026. At 6:45 p.m. I'm trying to get my phone to do the thing. There you go. Okay. The intuitive message I got, it's my chapstick. Don't know why I'm grabbing that. Someone might have chapped lips. But the message I got is truly, it could be worse. Please keep that in mind. Whenever you start feeling like, man, I'm not trying to minimize anyone's problems, myself included. But there's always someone doing better and there's always someone doing worse. So please keep that in mind. If things feel really hard right now, remember times when they were really hard and then they got really good. That might be helpful for someone. All right. Thank you, Most High God, Mother, Father. Thank you for these messages. Whoever the viewer, whatever the viewer needs to know about, or whoever the viewer needs to know about. Thank you for helping me be of service. Thank you for the clarity and guidance. Thank you, God. All right, let's get some of these messages. That's a lot. We will, okay, that one obviously is staying. Let's see here. All right, what do we got? This one didn't want to leave. So we have breathe in peace and breathe out blessings to all. That's a good one. All right. Trust is the union of intelligence and integrity. That's upright. We do get that one a lot. Last time it was reversed, last reading I did. Every beat of your heart is a rhythm of your soul. I believe that one was reversed as well. I'll leave it. When you act with compassion, you will never be wrong. And conclusion is simply the place where you got tired of thinking. This is reversed. You guys, I'm getting progressive lenses. Speaking of which, the gentleman that was fixing my glasses on my face and making sure, you know, the measurements were all good and stuff, he dropped some gems on me and was telling me about kind of his life story and stuff. We got chatting. Really great guy. Anyways, he was telling me, you know, he believes that the whole purpose of this experience with life is to experience love in as many different ways as you can. So something about that came home yesterday and was like, I feel like there's like a gem there that I need to remember. So maybe that's a message for someone. You have an active mind and a keen imagination. Now this is reversed. So the feeling I'm getting is stick to the facts, okay? Keep in mind, perhaps you who is listening, viewer, might be a bit imaginative. I definitely know if you are like a Libra moon, you can build a story. You need very little information and then you're weaving a tale of woe, perhaps, depending on your mindset. Keep that in mind. The numbers for this is 19, 4, 10, 8, 6, and 28. Okay? So stick to the facts. If you have a Libra moon, that's going to be really relevant for you. This life is a gift. Now this is reversed, okay? So this all ties in with this intuitive message back here. And it feels like something was going really well. I'm hearing driving along in my automobile. Maybe somebody's having some car issues or an issue with a ride. I'm hearing drive share, something like that. But maybe, you know, things were going really well and then you literally hit a bump in the road, okay, metaphorically speaking, and life kind of got really hard or it got harder than it was. Check your perspective is what I'm intuning here. Very much so. Check your perspective, please. And this is also listening to myself here. I just came out of, you know, a really, really tough depression and I couldn't see the forest for the one tree I was staring at, and the tree I was staring at was decimated with disease and sickness. It was like all the, metaphorically speaking, it was like all the sick things I could see in my life that I wasn't doing. I was supposing on myself, or I'm supposed to be here, supposed to be there. So maybe that's something you can relate to. Just be careful with that, okay? Sure, we have an idea of where we would like to be, but all things are in God's time, you know? I don't know about your God, but my God's very loving. My God is very encouraging, and all things are for my highest good, okay? So, and that's how my God and I operate. And when I am talking to my divine mother and father, it is like, okay, so what is this about? And I literally wasn't even listening. All I could see was just all the things that were going wrong in my life that I was doing wrong. And all of that festered in my mind and in my heart, okay? So there's something there for someone. All right. We have M coming out. First name, middle name, last name, initial. What are the clues for this reading? Thank you, thank you, thank you, God. We have important person. What are the clues for this reading? For whoever needs it. We have you. Somebody might be into, I'm picking up like metaphysical, like the island of Mu, Lemuria, Atlantis, these types of things. Occult studies, metaphysics. Dare I say history? Okay, so we have a hidden ally. I feel like somebody's name here might also be Allie or Allison. We have Monday. Something about someone's moon sign is going to be really relevant here. We have hidden enemy. I don't feel like that's a person. I feel like that's somebody with themselves. We have 12 to 11 p.m. Thank you, thank you, thank you, God. Something about University of Michigan as well. February came out. It did come out reverse. So that is going to be an indication that there's something here that needs to change. It's giving me Aquarius energy, okay? But it's the innovative energy. So something here needs to change. You need to look at something from a new perspective. Maybe it's a friend group. Maybe it's a job. Maybe it's a mindset. Something in your house. Something, okay? I suggest rearranging your furniture in the room you spend the most time in. And if your room's a mess, you need to clean it because cleanliness is next to godliness, okay? So I recommend starting there. Rearrange something, move something around, reorganize a cupboard, something of that nature, because literally what that does is it shifts energy, okay? And when you're shifting energy, it has nothing else to do other than shift. So somebody here could also be an Aquarius, and you could also be dealing with a Pisces. Now, I do know today is the new moon in Pisces, so things might seem kind of heavy is more or less what I'm picking up. It's like, why is everything so heavy? Yeah. There is definitely someone here that, you know, maybe you're stuck in a depression or coming out of a depression or trying to dig yourself out of a depression, which you can do. Very much so. Make sure you pray, meditate, talk to God, stay close to God. But these things, you have to literally shift some energy here. Whether that's move your body, dance it out. That's a thing, a really relevant thing. Like move things around in your house, okay? Get rid of some stuff if you declutter, you know, if that's a thing for you that you need to do and just been procrastinating. The quickest way to change a vibe is to literally move, okay? Move your energy. So we have June. Somebody could be dealing with a Gemini, a lover, but also something here, and picking up like Cancerian energy. This is going to involve your house. I feel like somebody here, the relevant message is really you need to rearrange something in your house. Some room in your house. I'm picking up like bedroom vibes, but the bedroom is very cluttered, okay? I don't know who that's for. But yeah, it's like rearrange a bedroom. You need to shift the energy in a room, okay? I want to get a couple more as well if you're really inclined to do so. We have July. Something here about summertime. Someone could also be a Leo or that Cancerian energy. I'm picking up cusp energy. Somebody is right on the edge of something. We have T. Maybe somebody needs to talk about something. M-U-T, a mutt, but I'm picking up mute. Somebody also here could just have, I'm hearing identity crisis. So you have the sun coming out, so something in here is being exposed. That's also giving me confirmation as a reader that that's a truth, you know. Somebody also could be a Leo. Something about January, February. Something to do with someone's effort, someone's work. There is something here, also something about somebody's stomach. Might be having some acid reflux. I feel like it's because you need to speak up about something. You have someone here behind the scenes who is supportive. They're just not supportive to your face. You also have someone here that might be supportive to your face, but they are an enemy behind your back. They're a hidden enemy. Now, this doesn't have to be a person. These things could be like a tool that you have, right, with this hidden ally. This could be something you know how to do. You're just not using it. It's hidden. You have to recover it, okay? Same with this hidden enemy. This could be something that maybe you don't realize is actually a problem, okay? Or it's something that's unhelpful. It's going against you. You know, and that, I'm hearing awareness, something about someone's identity. Somebody needs to recognize, it's like make a list of who you are, things you like about yourself. Make a list of, I would stay away for the moment. I'm not saying completely ignore it, but for the moment, whoever this is, if you're depressed, stay away from your flaws, okay? Just look at your strengths right now. We'll come back to the flaws later, okay? But right now, it's like, look at your strengths. And I feel like when you look at your strengths, that is going to be, I'm seeing a key. There is a key here involving some sort of, you're going to find out what that enemy is by looking at your strengths, okay? I'm hearing something about Tustin. Yeah, Tustin. Something about that. I also feel somebody here has kept, like I said, they need to speak up about something. They've kept something to themselves, and it's created some sort of festering energy. And I feel like there is a Matthew involved, something to do here that you is giving me like a ukulele. I'm seeing like just you words. So this gives me all the way back to the identity. Okay, who are you? So something here also as well about Uganda. Perhaps that's where you're from. But it's looking at who are you at the core, okay? Who do you want to be? Because you can become that person. Just write it down. What are some skills or traits or, you know, just characteristics you want to have or cultivate inside yourself? Somebody here is into Egyptology or something as well involving Egypt. I'm picking up like King Tut, something about a tomb. Somebody could be into some sort of Egyptian spirituality. You are an important person, all right? All right, there's also something here about going back to college and studying something. Perhaps with the University of Michigan, or yeah, I'm picking up U of M. U of M, whether that's University of Michigan. I'm from Michigan, so that's going to be a natural thing for me to go towards. But I don't know of other schools that could be a U of M. So it's also giving me like somebody's trying to speak 13:01 on the clock. There's an ending here and a new beginning, definitely. This is going to have something to do with your home base, guys, or you could be dealing with a Cancer, or you could be a Cancer, or is this something to do with a relationship, something about some sort of foundation. I'm picking up like Four of Wands energy, Aries, perhaps even. All right, what are some more messages here? Thank you, God. All right, what are you cultivating? This is reversed. Somebody is stuck, okay? But I feel like that's all changing because you're just going to make a change. This is making me think of the butterfly effect, okay? And with the butterfly effect, you know, it's, I forget who discovered it. It was somewhere, I think in the, I don't know, back yonder in the past. Somebody, a meteorologist, discovered that, you know, even if they change a 0.000147 worth of a measurement in the weather forecast, okay, it changes the whole outcome at the end. So this is giving me butterfly effect energy. So it's something here that you just, something so tiny needs to change. It's not even a huge thing. It might feel huge, but it's not. Inner father, so something here about self-discipline, taking control of a situation. What are you providing for yourself? You know, listen to that. What am I growing here? What am I cultivating here? What is it I am trying to create? One more, please. Thank you, God. Something about minute. Somebody here feels small. You feel little in your own life. And I think that's really just a perspective because that's so untrue. Like, you are the lead character in your own story. There's Gemini coming out. Definitely some sort of communication. Third house, air, communication, transportation, Mercury. We have heart on the bottom of the deck. Okay, so this is going to be something you need to express. I feel like it's coming from your heart. Some sort of feelings here that definitely need to be talked about. We have, okay, so it's going to be throat chakra energy. Somebody's not telling somebody, or, you know, they're not speaking up about how they're feeling. Healthy mind is reversed on that. It says healthy/mind. I feel like somebody here very much so needs to talk to someone. It's also giving me somebody might be adopted, or they're just not sure. Like, they know their parents, but it's like it's something about lineage, heritage. You know, somebody's just not sure who they actually are. There's a warning sign here. This could have to do with some sort of mental health issues. Maybe somebody's like, why is it the rest of my family's, you know, seems sane. We don't know what goes on behind closed doors with anybody. But there's, you know, somebody's like, and I'm over here like struggling, like mentally. You know, keep that in mind. Not everybody tells you what they're going through. Not everybody talks about the issues that they're having. They protect themselves. We have 5 coming out. Something here about turtles. It says defensive and protective. Yeah, this is changing. Somebody's going to speak up here about something else they've noticing. Maybe somebody comes to you, you just might feel like critiquing or criticism. I feel like they're trying to help. You don't take cards off the floor. This one says fast. Okay, so either you need to speak up, or somebody's going to speak up to you, and they're trying to protect you. They're trying to, this is giving me like, I've noticed XYZ, okay? And you just not being in a healthy mindset might take it the wrong way, okay? So keep that in mind, that is possible, that maybe somebody's trying to be helpful, and because you're so defensive or guarded, that maybe you need to just listen. Always use your own discernment when it comes to these things. So sometimes people will tell me stuff and I'll be like, you're projecting. That's not me, that's you. And then other times I'm like, oh, maybe I need to listen a little more to what this person's saying to me. Maybe, you know, I haven't been feeling the best. So I know I haven't been looking at things the best. So maybe I should really listen to what they're trying to tell me. Somebody's favorite color here is also red. We do have seductive coming out. Okay, so somebody really wants to talk. Yeah. All right, if there was a time to talk, now is the time. Somebody here really wants to talk, whether it's you or another person. We'll get tarot to figure it out. But there is definitely, I feel like, somebody trying to be helpful. Somebody is noticing something, whether it's you or another person, that someone else is not doing super great. And it's because they need to shift some sort of energy here. Something might have happened in June or July, and it's like almost at the beginning of the year, January and February, you started really putting the pieces of this together. You know, sometimes that happens. We get this energy a lot that things happened over, you know, the course of last year in the spring and summer or whatever, fall even. And it doesn't really make sense until like 6 months later. The puzzle doesn't really come together until later, okay? So this is kind of that energy. It's like something happened back there, but maybe at the time your short-term memory registered it, filed it away, but didn't quite process it until the beginning of the year when the winter came around and after the holidays calmed down. You know, if you really think about it, January and February, it's a new year, but really what it is like you're so distracted by all the holiday or the festivities, whatever it is you celebrate, whatever it is you do, that, you know, we don't really get time to process kind of what happened back there. What was that about? So there's some corrections coming out. I feel like that is exactly what's going on. Something here is being made right. Whether it's a communication that needed to happen, that is now happening. Now you guys seen how those fell, excuse me. We have no, somebody's seen something and it's like like I said, it didn't register with them, okay? This knowing is reversed. So, and it's right, I'm putting it under warning. And we have acceptance. So this is like somebody made a decision and someone else is like, went along with the decision and now they're backtracking. This is like, I actually, you know what? I don't agree with that. I need to fix that because I didn't know then what I know now. And I accepted something that maybe I didn't want to accept, or maybe I didn't accept something that now I do need to accept. One more, please. Thank you, God. Sorting it out. So yeah, I feel like there's going to be a conversation. Somebody needs to know why. Why did that happen? Why did you say that? Why did that happen? Why did you do that? And I feel like all of that is about to be course corrected. Thank you, God. Always thank God for alignment, okay? So that's the thing. When things are misaligned, that means there's an opportunity for them to come aligned. We have the Tower card coming out. Somebody could be dealing with a Scorpio. This is going to be really unexpected. This is something I feel like that... I mean, the Tower card is something that was built upon a false foundation. The foundation was not steady. It was built on sand, okay? So the Tower has to come down. This is giving me sudden revelation energy, though. Like I said, something didn't click, and now it's clicking. We have 5 of Pentacles coming out. Somebody could be dealing with Capricorn. Yeah, we have that energy up there, too, with January. One more, please. This is, so 5 Pentacles, that's an energy of somebody being out in the cold. We have 5 of Wands. 55 could be relevant for someone. We also have 1, 2, 7, 6, 12, and 11. 16 on the card, and then, like I said, 55 here. 5 and 5. Something about May. Yeah, somebody lost something, and it's like it's just clicking with them what they lost. The 5 of Wands as well. That's an energy, you know, competition challenge. Somebody's playing some games. I feel like what happened here, somebody is realizing what they lost, and what the challenge was. And it's giving me, oh yeah, 2 of Cups on the bottom. It's giving me this energy of somebody coming back in and communicating. Listen, my head wasn't right over there, or my head hasn't been right, but I need to talk to you about, and it's that kind of energy I'm picking up on here. Could be dealing with a Leo, definitely. Somebody messed up, and they want to talk about it. I feel like somebody needs to talk about it. Because it's eating, literally, I'm picking up that tum energy, T-U-M. It's like eating away at them. This is giving me confession energy. Someone's not confused. 7 of Cups came out reversed. Someone is definitely not confused. It's like there is no illusions here. I know what happened. I know I realize now what went on and what needs to be corrected. Someone's going to take a leap of faith. Definitely could be dealing with an Aries or your boss, some sort of father figure. You know, this energy is giving me masculine energy. So this is somebody who's taking charge of something, a situation. I feel like somebody realized where their unhealthy mindset and ideas, it's almost like somebody had some unhealthy expectations. Could be dealing with, you know, that Pisces. I feel like this is kind of happening right now, guys. This is all coming to light right now. We are in a dark moon, and what a dark moon is it clears the way so things can start to be illuminated again. This is heavy. Very much heavy. As far as signs go, you have Capricorn, Aquarius, Gemini, Leo, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Okay. We have the Ace of Wands coming out, definitely dealing with a fire sign, water sign. I don't remember what I asked, but this is somebody taking action, you know, based off some sort of intuition, spiritual guidance here. Could be expressing their feelings. We have the King of Cups on the bottom. All right. Where's the viewer at in this energy? And then we'll get a little farther into this. Where's the viewer at in this energy? Thank you, thank you, thank you, God. Where's the viewer at? All right. So you have an opportunity, viewer. You could be showing up as an earth sign or just somebody who's really grounded, somebody who's learned something. With that Page of Pentacles energy, this is, you've got an opportunity here. It's a solid, tangible opportunity. That pentacle with this 5 of Pentacles is, there's equal give and take. There's reciprocation to be had should you want it. You could be younger than this person, than the person you're talking to. It could be your dad even. We have Temperance coming out. Yeah, you're very balanced. I feel like that's what you're craving. Another 5, 5, 5, 5. I feel like this communication is going to be so unexpected. Either you're going to find yourself reaching out unexpectedly, or you're going to be receiving some sort of message unexpectedly, where it's like, I actually could heal this right now. I have an opportunity to. With that Temperance energy, it's just saying be mindful as well, to not rush things, you know, take your time with things. Be very balanced in this interaction, because there's somebody here who has been through a lot. They're very, I'm picking up a lot of emotions, but they're very clear. With that 7 of Cups being reversed, they're extremely clear about how they feel. Okay, one more please for where the viewer is at in this energy. Thank you, thank you, thank you, God. We do have, you know, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, and Sagittarius. So definitely your philosophy, I feel like, viewer, has changed throughout this situation. I feel like you're looking at it different. And so when this opportunity arises to reconcile or heal something, I feel like where you might have been like, before, you might be like, you know what, actually, I don't want it to be what it was, but maybe I could still help this way. Maybe I can still help heal it through expressing, having a conversation and letting it be. So we do have Judgment coming out. Viewer, this is big energy, okay? This is a big, well, the Tower's over here. So this is something big that happens, and you respond in a very, very balanced, big way, though, okay? This is major arcana coming out. You have an opportunity here to shine. Something about angels. Your name could be Angel. You could be connected to someone named Angel. I'm noticing the wings. So there's definitely going to be some sort of communication. I feel like there might even be some sort of travel involved here where someone connects, like they want to get together and have this conversation. I feel like you have perhaps distanced yourself from a group of people. I'm picking up 4 people on this Judgment card, okay? And now there's just one other person you want to deal with. Instead of this group of people, I want to deal with this person. Let that be for whoever needs that. I feel like your decision in the end is going to be to heal this and try to come to some sort of halfway happy, some sort of resolve, okay? I don't feel like you want to leave it up in the air. Whatever it is, I feel like you're going to be very satisfied when you're done. Now, on another layer of energy here, I like to pluck at energy. As I've said before, I'm a musician, so I like to ding, ding, ding. The way energy feels works for me. Anyways, it's like a harp. So something else I'm picking up here too is, you're going to get an opportunity. So there might be some energy that comes in for your viewer, or in the form of an opportunity, something very tangible, okay? You're going to choose this over something else. I'm picking up the 2 Pentacles on this card. It's like, you're like, I will take that in hand and not that one, okay? That one can stay down there, and I'm going to look at this one and look at it closely. I'm choosing to look at this opportunity more closely than the other one. And this, I feel like, is going to help you balance out some sort of beliefs you have. It's around a decision that you've made. I feel like it has to do with how you communicate with others. It could even be a job where you do communicate with others. Something to do, I'm feeling like a blog or like news, voice caster. I don't even know if that's an actual job, but something like that. You could even just be reading audiobooks. So, but I feel like whatever this is, perhaps if it was presented previously, like I said, your mindset might not have been into it, as to where now you're more open-minded about things, okay? All right, tell us more about this Tower. Thank you, God. 8 of Cups. So yeah, somebody is coming towards you. I feel like they've been out in the cold. Yeah. 5 of Cups, 555, guys. So this is going to be so out of the blue. We do have Mercury going retrograde for a couple more days. So if this is the past coming back, just be open-minded. You don't have to completely shut the door on it. You also don't have to engage with it. Use your discernment. It's your life. No one else can make these decisions for you. So I feel like somebody's coming in, and this is giving me like head hanging low energy. So somebody is almost, I don't want to say ashamed, but that's what I'm hearing, is ashamed of something that happened. It's like, am I too late? Did I realize this too late? It's somebody definitely here wants to correct something. Whether it's you correcting this inside yourself, I can't discredit that avenue of energy, or somebody, you're actually working with, Wheel of Fortune, that wants to correct something with you, or vice versa. Okay? I feel like you see an opportunity, whether you're receiving the opportunity or giving the opportunity. There is an opportunity, and you're like, you know what, that's an opportunity, that's a door I could walk through. All right, tell us more about the 7 of Cups reverse. Thank you, God. Very much somebody wants to talk to you. They're very, with that seductive energy, Gemini, and sorting it out. Somebody wants, in 7 of Cups in reverse, somebody wants to figure something. They have something figured out, but they want to figure something out with you as well. Yes, they do. 3 of Pentacles. So, yeah, they want to work on something here. They want to work together. There could have also been some sort of confusion with a job here. I'm hearing job loss. There could have been some sort of confusion involving a job, and somebody's recognizing someone's work ethic, somebody's work effort. Yeah, I feel like this is like the sleeping dogs are not sleeping anymore. Like that saying, let sleeping dogs lie. This is, no, the dogs are awake. They're running around. They're barking. They picked up a scent, and They want to talk about it. That's the kind of energy I'm picking up. King of Swords, you could be dealing with an air sign. You could, like I said, you could be dealing with an earth sign. There is something here where it's like somebody has made room also in their house. Somebody has rearranged something in their house to fit you in their home base, whatever that means. It doesn't actually have to be a house, but it's like they've made room for you wherever this foundation is. Could be an actual foundation with the pentacles out here, but it's like they've made space for you, whether it's a job or something. They created something here for you because they are out in the cold. They were challenged. They're not confused anymore, but they're coming towards you with some sort of regret and some sort of remorse for maybe putting you out in the cold or you putting them out in the cold. Okay, this could be you coming to someone with your, head hung low. You're trying to change something in a contract. You're trying to change whatever has been challenging. It's like you're not accepting that this is the way it is. It needs to change. I don't like it. And so it's almost like, I don't want to say forcing the change, but you're shifting the energy, okay? So yeah, 3103. Guys, 131 could be relevant, 313 could be relevant. Something about Detroit. We have the Devil coming out reversed. Now I do keep the Devils reversed in my deck and give us the best possible outcome. Okay? This is somebody who's they're not obsessed, they're not unhealthy about this. Whatever was unhealthy, okay, with the way they're coming towards you, this is somebody who has worked through their shit in a very healthy manner. Maybe they had help. That could have been that King of Swords energy, that could be a counselor or a lawyer or somebody that has helped someone logic something out. Somebody, I don't feel like they're coming in a toxic energy. They're very remorseful, yes, and they're lacking something here. I feel like somebody might have in the past, or make it make sense for you, but somebody at one point lacked some sort of inner fight. It's like, I don't want to fight for this, and then they realize what they accepted, and now they're like, wait a minute, I should have fought for that. Like, there's something there. I should have thrown my hat in the ring. I should have spoke up when I needed to so that I could have been counted. Maybe this is something here where you didn't go for something, so you didn't join the competition. You didn't put your hat in the ring. And now you're realizing, wait a minute, let me put my hat in there. Yeah, I don't like how this feels without saying, hey, count me in. We have the Queen of Cups on the bottom. Definitely could be dealing with some sort of feeling, some sort of emotions. She's the most loving energy in the deck. And I say she, but it's love. The Queen of Cups is all love, all intuition. That is the person who makes you feel seen and heard. Okay? This person loves you because of how they treat you. We have the Four of Cups coming out. You might have rejected this person, or they rejected you. These sevens, or 77 is coming out reversed, okay? So we have 7 of Cups reversed and 7 of Pentacles reversed. This is giving me that, like, somebody here, I feel like they had to step back in order to heal. They had to step back because they felt like, I'm going to tell you right now, there's some mental illness going on here. Someone didn't know who they were, whether it's you or another person. Someone here did not know who they were. What is mine and what's been put upon me? That might have been a question you or another person has been asking themselves. With the 7 of Pentacles coming out reverse, it's like, I can't invest in this right now, or I'm not going to invest in this. This is also giving me an energy of, there's no better time than now. Now is the time. I can't wait any longer. I don't like what the fruit's bearing here. I got to change something up. Somebody here has decided overall to change something, okay? Anything else the viewer needs to know about this energy? Thank you, God. This came out reversed as well. Queen of Wands. Somebody could have been dealing with somebody who was fake. Somebody could have been dealing with somebody who was using, it's like using their allure in a manipulative way, okay? As well, this could have been somebody who messed up and they're like, can I fix it? I'm hearing somebody's name could be Bob. Bob the Builder, something about Bob the Builder. I'm also seeing a yellow construction hat, but on top of Bob the Builder. Tiny Bob, big construction hat. Y'all picture that, okay? Somebody also could have children here, but with the, they could be a parent. But with the Queen of Wands reverse, you know, that's somebody who's very insecure. They're not very confident. And if you're dealing with an identity crisis, if you're trying to figure out who you are, you're not going to be secure. What are you going to secure that to? You don't even know who you are. How can you be secure in not knowing who you are? Like, that is one of the most uncomfortable feelings inside. If you have never dealt with it, I'm telling you right now, I've dealt with this. That insecurity, it's like that fake it till you make it, but you don't even know what you're faking, and you have no idea what you're making. Like, because you don't know who you are. Wand energy is creation, okay? So with this Queen of Wands, it's like, what are you creating? You don't know because you're insecure. You're not attached to anything, not anything stable anyways. So it's all illusions. I feel like somebody here has realized there's no more illusions. I want to work on this. I want to work with somebody. And I'm saying I want to work with somebody. And I'm realizing the Hierophants right here. This is a commitment, guys. That's devotion. It's also somebody's gaining something here with that Taurus energy, okay? They have called this in. With that Queen of Wands reverse, though, it's like somebody's not investing in insecure things anymore. They want to commit. They want to be devoted. They're not investing in toxic. They're rejecting anything that is not secure is what I'm picking up on. Please clarify this Queen of Wands real quick before we get out of this energy. Please clarify this Queen of Wands for the viewer. Thank you, thank you, thank you, God. We have the Ace of Wands coming out. Yeah, somebody's getting a fresh new start here. And I feel like it's because they figured out Six of Pentacles. I'm not surprised that came out. I did pick up that energy. This is equal give and take. What somebody is committing to now is equal give and take. Somebody is figured out just enough about themselves that they're like, okay, I know who I am. And if you don't, right, maybe this is playing out right now. Maybe you're working on this. This is shadow work energy. I definitely recommend getting therapy if you don't have a therapist, okay? You need a counselor, somebody to help you, give you a healthy outside perspective, okay? Somebody who's not biased, you know? They want you to genuinely heal. Do what you want, though. Your choice. So this Ace of Wands clarifying the Queen of Wands reverse. This is somebody who's getting away from that insecure energy. They're getting away from that, it's fake, you know? It's not real. They're getting away from things that aren't real. I feel like there's a lot of shame attached to this at one point. Somebody also might have overindulged, picking up 9 of Cups, but not a fun 9 of Cups. This is giving me like too much drinking, too much eating, too much of something. It's just too much. And I feel like now someone has some sort of passion. This could also be somebody realizing that they no longer are wanting to just attach to something, job, person, situation. They're wanting to commit to someone or something, okay? There's a difference between attachment is I'm just going to attach myself to this because I don't want to be alone or I don't want to deal with what I have to deal with if I don't have it. I want to connect is a whole different level of commitment. It's a whole different level of devotion because you will equally, how do I explain this? So for me, and I could be wrong, your definition could be different, but when I think about connection versus attachment, when I connect with somebody, I am willing to put myself aside to a degree for that other person, for that other thing, okay? This is giving me short-term discomfort for long-term gain, okay? Now, I'm not saying putting yourself in harm's way by any means, nothing like that. This is like, I'm going to work out and do 50 crunches today because I know in the long term, if I don't do the 50 crunches, then I'm going to beat myself up for not doing the 50 crunches when I said I was going to get healthier. That kind of vibe, okay? I'm connecting to a healthier body through this small sacrifice of discomfort, you know? So just as an example, but that is the vibe here, is like somebody wants to connect instead of attach. And I feel like they rejected something previously and now they're like, whoa, I have an opportunity to actually level this out and make a better judgment call. With that judgment being upright, viewer, you have an opportunity here to make a better judgment call, to especially being next to temperance. You have an opportunity that's going to balance out whether it's something in your life or, you know, finances, something here. I feel like it's tangible. I feel like there's a connection definitely on the table that is going to, I feel like you've thought about it a lot and you want to talk about it. You want to talk to whoever this is, and you're going to see an opportunity to do so. And I feel like you're going to take that opportunity because it's like almost fated. It's like the timing, you couldn't make it up yourself. Okay? And with the Judgment here, I feel like this is going to be a new start for you with whatever energy this is that, you know, makes sense for you. With that Ace of Wands. And I feel like it's going to be a lot sturdier. It's like putting up a tent the right way, as where maybe before you didn't put up the tent the right way. You put this pole over there and you kind of didn't connect it the way it should have been connected. And, you know, the roof caved in. Or in this tower moment, you know, the whole thing blew away because you didn't stake it to the ground. Somebody here likes camping. Somebody here likes outdoor activities. And you might actually have dogs. I keep referring to dogs. Somebody could also be born in the year of the dog. So anything else the viewer needs to know? I feel like, viewer, you're all right. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles. I feel like you're going to be fine. Things are very balanced. There's that Two of Cups again. It's definitely a connection with somebody here, guys. And I feel like it's because you see your worth and now someone else sees your worth. Not that we need them to, but no one else is going to see your worth until you see your worth. You'll put up with a lot of stuff, right? That Queen of Wands reverse energy, you will put up with a lot of BS before you are a Queen of Pentacles upright. You just will, because you're insecure. So you'll attach yourself to whatever seems secure, whether it's a person, an identity, externally, okay, a label, anything of this nature. So, viewer, in the end, I feel like with that Queen of Pentacles coming out, I feel like you're going to be nurtured. I feel like you are a nurturing person, a very generous person. Definitely could be a Capricorn. This definitely could have to do with something to do with a job, okay? This is also giving me like a stable home environment. Maybe things were chaotic because you were depressed. Now they're going to level out. I'm not a doctor. I'm just Jen. So please see a doctor if you need to. But I feel like there's a connection here where it's like equal give and take. You see your worth, you see their worth, and like things are just generous and reciprocated and balanced. Okay? I hope this was helpful for whoever this is. Like I said, just rearrange something. Rearrange the books on your shelf. Change the energy. Literally, physically change the energy. Even if you sit there, just clap your hands. That's a shift in energy. Okay? Like I said, dance it out. That's a shift in energy. Anything to get the energy to move. And if it makes you laugh, even better, extra points. Okay? I hope this was helpful. I'm not really getting anything else. So take what makes sense. Leave the rest. Many, many blessings till we talk again.